Hi, I am here with July favorites. I thought I'd jump the gun just a little bit by a couple days and get on here and get these done because otherwise I might forget. Mostly, I have a big bag here, a big little container thing that I gathered up all my favorites. And I'm just going to go through here, just pick and grab whatever I see and explain what I like about it and why I've been using it this month. Most of it, almost all of it, are beauty products except for this. This lovely guy. This is a cherry pitter. And I've been eating a lot of cherries, a lot of more fruit this summer, which I always do in the summertime when it's all fresh and wonderful. And I don't know how I ever lived my life without a cherry pitter. This is the most simple thing ever. You just stick the cherry right in there and you push down and the cherry pit comes, out through there. I just do it like into the trash can basically. So it's absolutely wonderful. I got this one at Williams-Sonoma, but I've seen them all over the place. Sur la table, in just different various places. Target, I think, has one. Saves a lot of trouble and a lot of time if you have a cherry pitter, let me tell you. So if you like cherries or if you're making anything with cherries, fresh cherries, love this thing. I think that's the only thing I have other than beauty items. So if you don't want to see anything beauty related or whatever, sayonara. Love you. So here we go. Let's get started. Okay, this is the big one. Let me get this off my lap. I have loved these, and I think I left one of them upstairs. I did. These are the Josie Maran Argan Oil Whipped Body Butter Creamery, is what they call this, a creamery, because it's got the different things. So it's whipped body butter by Josie Maran. So I have always loved her oils, and I've used them many times, especially the light oils. I love them. And I purchased one of these one time and loved it, and then I decided to give some to my mother that had like a little bit of a scent to them. The things I'd always gotten before were unscented. But I got one with a scent for my mother. She loved it. I got her another set, and I thought I would try some with some scents to them. So I went online to QVC.com is where I found this. And it's a whole set. And the one I have upstairs is vanilla and fig. I do remember that. I've been using that. 8 scoops of Argan Love. It's just so cute how they've packaged this up, and you could put this into different gifts or whatever. It would make great gifts. 8 different gifts. So let me just read the ones that we have here. Whipped Argan Oil. Okay, they all are. In vanilla apricot, limoncello. This one's unscented. I knew there was an unscented one in there somewhere. Lavender citrus. The one I have upstairs, like I said, is vanilla fig. Cherry pie. That'll be interesting to smell. Vanilla bean and orange creamsicle. So these are the scents, and they're lightly scented. They're just barely scented. And the best way, even though this is a little awkward, to describe the consistency, it's like, imagine if you let your margarine or your butter sit out to room temperature, a good room temperature, almost even a smidge bit warm. If you let it sit out and then you dipped your hand into it and just that whipped buttery, that's exactly what it feels like. It just spreads so easily, sinks right in. Nothing feels oily or greasy. I love that stuff. It's wonderful. And my mother actually loves it to use on her face too. So anyway, that is my one big one that I thought I'd just show you. The rest isn't so heavy on my lap. Okay, this, let me get these out, is something I recently discovered. It is the Gel Setter by U.S.A. It's a top coat gel setter. And this comes in its own little package. By itself, and the idea of it is it gives a gel coat, top coat, basically a gel-like top coat to any of your U.S.A. polishes. So I know that there's a new U.S.A. thing out there where it looks like the bottle is twisted. It's just got this twisted bottle, which is really cool. But I think you have to buy those specific twisted colors to go with the twisted gel coat. With this, you buy this one item and it goes with any of the polishes that you already have by U.S.A. And I used this one. This is what I did. And I've been wearing this now for quite a long time. Let's see if you can even focus on there. Okay. Focusing is not the best thing for me. But anyway, I've been wearing these for a long time. There's no chipping. There's no anything. So it is wonderful. I'm really loving it. So U.S.A. Gel, let's see what it's exactly called. Gel Setter Top Coat. I got mine at Walgreens. I've been really liking this. It's the Lancome Juicy Shaker. I did not think I would like it as much as I do. It's just one of those things I've heard other people talk about it, and it's just different, so I wanted to try it. You know how that goes. So I did, and I got it in the color Piece of Cake. And I'm really liking it. You definitely have to shake it because it's oil-based and the oil settles, so you definitely need to shake it, which is why it looks like a little like martini shaker or whatever. And it has this sponge tip applicator, and it's just a kind of a really light but pretty oil color, lip color. And it's not oily. It's a light sheer, slightly glossy, and I'm really liking it, and it makes your lips feel very, very hydrated. So I'm really liking this way more than I thought I would. Okay, let me get these little things out. Okay, this is something new I tried last time I was at Ulta. I picked up the Too Faced Sketch Marker Chocolate Chip Honey Dip is what this one's called. It's in Deep Espresso. Wow, focusing, not my friend. There we go. And it's just like a little, you know, little gel marker, like not gel, a little marker for lining your eyes. And they come in all sorts of colors, and it looks like a little marker set for back to school when you see them, because they're in tons of colors. So I'm really liking that. It gives a very good line, easy to control. I like the Deep Espresso. It's just a very, very dark brown. Not quite as harsh as black on me, and I'm really enjoying that one. And the staying power is pretty darn good. I have two brushes I want to talk about that I really, really like. This first one is from e.l.f. I got this at Target for like $2. It's the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, but I don't use it for concealer, strangely enough. I use it to just blend out, you know, around when I do my eyeshadow, then I just kind of want to blend things out. It's kind of perfect for that. It's a big, fluffy dude, and it just blends things perfectly. You can use it for many different things, but for like $2, 3 tops, this thing I've used a lot, and I love it. Another brush that I've been loving is actually by Sephora. It is the Pro Contour. And again, I don't use it for what it's intended for. I don't contour with it. What I use it for is to dip into any kind of, like, you know, the banana powders or any of those little with a slight yellow tint to it, nice powders. And I love to just put a little powder under my eye once I've done concealer under there. It's a great for getting right in there. It gets right in the tip, you know, right in the corner. The tip gets in the corner, and it just perfectly goes across there. You can use it for down your nose, right here, right here. That's what I use this for, and I love it. Another thing that I picked up just on a whim, I saw it and I thought, hey, I'll try that. I'm, as you know, very much a neutral eyeshadow color person. I rarely go outside the box at all. And I always, especially on days like yoga morning or whatever, I use my Naked Basics 2. Love this by Urban Decay. It's well used. But something that I thought I picked up, because I thought, wow, this is a great larger palette of that type of thing, is the Bare Minerals Nudes palette. I'm really enjoying it. It didn't peel this off. It comes with a little stickery thing across the mirror, which you can stick your own, kind of like, you know, look in your own eye and get an idea of the looks or whatever. I haven't peeled that off yet. I rarely ever use the mirrors on products like this. I'm looking into like a makeup mirror. So, but anyway, these are the colors. Let me try to see if I can get this to focus at all. And to me, they're absolutely perfect in that you have your shades that can go up here along the brow bone. You've got your crease colors, or your colors that can go to just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Go from one color to the next. And then you've got some shimmers. You've got some darker colors that can be liners, but they're matte. I just love these colors. So to me, for a person who likes not a lot of color, this still it's more fun, because it gives a little bit more options than just this guy, even though he's really handy, especially for travel. But this I'm just really enjoying. So, Bare Minerals Nudes. Loving it. And I like Bare Minerals shadows anyway, so. And I'm doing something neat that I'm giving a try right now. I'm experimenting with my little pots of Bare Minerals loose powders and shadows. And I'll see how that works for me, and I'm going to show you that sometime really soon. So anyway, so far it's working really great. The other thing I got while I was at Sephora recently was the Marc Jacobs Pear perfume. This is right up my alley. As you know, if you've watched any of my perfume or scent videos, I tend to like anything that has more of a fresh, light, fruity scent. I'm not one for deep florals or real deep, dark, you know, musky things. Maybe in the winter, occasionally for a, you know, a nice evening out or whatever, I'll get a little bit more on the musky side. But basically, I'm just all fresh, light, and fruity. And I'm really, really enjoying this Marc Jacobs Pear. It's just exactly how it seems. It's just, I don't know the notes and all that stuff, but it's just light, fresh, a tiny bit of floral, not perfumey at all, just fresh, and there is that hint of pear in there. I'm really liking it. My only downside to this, I think, is that I don't feel like it lasts terribly long. I feel like I need to reapply throughout the day if I really want to, you know, have this scent lingering on me. However, the other day I was at an appointment and I got ready probably, I'm gonna say 2 to 3 hours ahead of time. You know, I was ready before the appointment and I sprayed this on myself at that time. And I went into the appointment and I sat down and she said, "Oh, you smell good." At this point, I could not smell this on me no matter what, you know, no matter what I did. I was like, really? You know, I could not smell this on my own self, but she could, and she commented. So maybe it does just kind of, you know, maybe a person gets used to it and you don't smell it, but others do. I don't know. But I want to put that out there. And then this is another experiment I've been doing. I have searched high, low, upside, downside, backside, and forward, trying to find anything in this planet or on this planet that works as well as the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. This stuff is heaven in a bottle for people that have, you know, they just want to get a little bit of, you know, lift and they want it to stay and they don't have to like back comb. They want their hair to still be, you know, flowy. They don't want to, you know, I don't want to have like a helmet on my head. I want it to move, but I want some texture in there. My hair tends to be just really, really, you know, silky when it's just left to its own devices, and that just doesn't work for me with styling. So I love the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. I've loved this forever. It is now up to $44 a bottle. I can only get it at Neiman Marcus. I don't have one very near me. Thank goodness they have free shipping. And I use this stuff sparingly. So yeah, love it. So I've been searching for something that's even similar. I've tried every dry texturizing type spray out there that I can come up with or find. And the only one that I recently found that works just about as well, I think, definitely not better, but it definitely works just about as well, and I do prefer the smell of, is the Dry Bar Triple Sec 3-in-1. Texturizes, amplifies, refreshes. And this is what the small bottle looks like. I tried the small bottle first before going big on the bigger bottle. And I do really like this one. It has a similar, you know, just a quick, you know, spurt to it, and it just, you know, you just kind of get in there and, you know, and it just gives a little texture. And I love it. It's good stuff. And like I say, I personally prefer the smell of this one to the Oribe, even though so many people, I mean, the Oribe smell has like a cult following, but I don't get it. It's a little too perfumey for me. But here's the thing. So then I went online to check on what the price difference was, because the dry texturizing spray seemed like a better deal. Well, then I went and I figured the ounce per ounce for the larger bottles of both and the smaller bottles of both. And here's what I found out, my friends. The Oribe for an 8.5 ounce bottle is $44. A 2.2 ounce bottle is $22. The Dry Bar Triple Sec, their biggest bottle is only 4.2 ounces, and that's $26. And their smaller one is 1.67 ounces, which is $13. So all that comes out to be that in the larger bottles, the Oribe is $5 an ounce, and the Dry Bar in their biggest bottle, it comes to $6 an ounce. So this is actually more expensive in their larger bottle even. In the smaller size bottles, the Oribe is $10 an ounce, and the Dry Bar is $7 an ounce. So don't buy the small bottle of this. That's just crazy. You go ahead and get the, you know, the bigger one for $5 an ounce. You get so much more for the money. But these are similar in $6 or $7 an ounce. But so yeah, but this is only $5 an ounce in the big bottle. So anyway, you're saving money with the Oribe, strangely enough, as long as you buy the large bottle. That's what I'm trying to say. Other than that, they're very similar in cost. If you know, big bottle to big bottle, $5 to $6. I mean, that's a whole other dollar an ounce. That's a lot for triple sec. So. Done with the math lesson. Those are my favorites for July. I have had a fabulous July. It's been fantastic. And I'm looking forward to August. I always love looking forward to football season and anything that comes closer to fall, because that's what I really love. I'm a fall girl. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys to pieces and have a fantastic day. Bye.